gonna do it like this. NINJAMIK3. S. On game. What it is, nigga. Woo. All of my ninjas pull up on game. Bitch niggas get beat the fuck up on game. We janitors mopping your crew. Woo. Ain't none of you niggas gon' shoot. All of my ninjas pull up on game. Bitch niggas get beat the fuck up. It's strictly for my ninjas. Give a fuck if you with it. Ho, give me the weapons. And prepare for another amputation. Yeah. Kill him with radiation. Peel his cat back like a damn cancer patient. I'm so amazing. But I ain't fucking with you niggas like apartheid. Kill a snitch nigga in a low tide. In the muddy waters of Alabama like roll tide. Hold tide. Yeah. That's what I'm telling your mom while I'm stroking her. Stir it up, I put my yoke in her. Straighten up, I gotta focus, bruh. One eye on the guy, Cyclops, so tragic. But I swear to God, you don't even want the static. Put an X on that man and I be wreaking havoc. Fake niggas don't want it, but I'm letting them have it. No.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of Loud as Fuck with the 7K Show. I am 7K, aka Lil Lady with the Big Voice. If you were listening and you heard that song, that is my homie Ninja Mike. I'm going to have him on the show today. He's my special guest. First off, I'm going to ask him who the hell is this gang that he's talking about? And I'm also going to ask him who his ninjas are, because the name of that song was strictly for my ninjas. And I got some more music and some more snippets from him. But first, let me give all my shout outs. Let me give you guys an introduction of the show, what it's about, the kind of guests that we have on the show, all that good shit. And then we're going to get to him, because I'm going to sit down and I'm basically going to talk to him about everything, because this ninja is random as fuck. And I love his energy. So I couldn't wait to have him on the show. So I'm super duper stoked that he reached out and said that he wanted to be on the show. So shout out to Ninja Mike. I've been a fan for a couple years now. So before we get back to talking about Ninja Mike, I'm going to go ahead and tell you where you can find this show as well as all of our other shows. First off, you can find us on Facebook on the Party Angels Radio page. It's Angels with the Z. So make sure you're not spelling it with an S. Make sure you're spelling it with a Z. Last time I told somebody Angels with a motherfucking Z, she literally typed in Angels with a motherfucking Z. So it's just Angels, but instead of being spelled with an S, it's spelled with a Z. So you can find us on Facebook. We're also streaming as we speak. We're streaming live on YouTube as well, on the Party Angels site page on YouTube. When all of our episodes are complete and everything, we actually go back and we put them on the radio the internet radio station, which is www.partyangelsradio.com. I'll have that floating by in a minute when I can figure out how to do that. But you can go there and you can see the full episodes as well. You can share those episodes, like them, comment on them, all that good stuff. Our radio station is in 52 countries and counting. We got listeners everywhere. If you've sent your music to me at any point, if you sent your music to any of the members of the site at any point, music is spinning 24/7 in 52 countries, not 52 cities, not 52 counties, 52 countries. That is fucking huge. I don't know if you guys know exactly how huge that is. I can't even name 52 countries. So it's kind of huge. So shout out if you're on the station, and thank you guys so much for submitting, for supporting, for, just kind of fucking with us for the last couple of years. We've been up and running for 2 years now, almost 2 years. It'll be 2 years in January. So the other shows that are on our site, we have a show a day, basically. Some days we kind of have more than one shows, but we have something coming to you guys every single day of the week. So shout out to Party Angels Radio. On Monday, it's my show, Loud as Fuck with 7K Show. On Tuesday, we have Cooking with Tootie with our homegirl Sierra. She's got meals and everything in her family. They all sit down and they make the meals together and they show you guys how to do it. They made some pizza. That shit was turned. I made that at home. I love pizza. We have Cooking with Tootie. We Monday, then that's Tuesday. On Wednesday, we have the midweek wrap up with Buddy Hendricks. On Thursday, we have Get Into It with Lady B, and we also have King Talk with Malcolm Shaw. On Friday, we have What Was Your Motivation with Throde, and we also have Hood Shit from a Hood Chick with Rory Gelato. On Saturday, we have Awkward Vibes with Cotton. And then on Sunday, the gang gets together and we have Hood Morning America. Hood Morning America is our longest running show. We've actually had that one going last summer. So we're coming back with episodes this Sunday. So if you'd like to be a part of that show, you guys can kind of reach out to us, and we'll have guests kind of popping in and out. But Hood Morning America is returning on Sunday. So I'm super excited about that. Other things coming to you guys from Party Angels Radio. We also have the Loud as Fuck magazine, So that magazine is basically geared toward everything underground. If you're not signed, if you're not under a major label, you don't have to be a rapper. You don't have to be a singer. You can play instruments. You could be a dancer. You could be a model. Anything that you're doing, and it's basically you doing it independently. We have a magazine for that. You can get your story in there. You can get an editorial, an article. You could put if you have a clothing line, or you got some candles, or you're selling something legally that I won't go to jail for putting in my magazine, then you can hit me up and we'll put it in the magazine. And like I said, the magazine is not just for Dallas-Fort Worth area. We got people in the we got international people in the magazine. We got people reaching out to us from everywhere being in the magazine. So if you guys want to be a part of that, you can actually hit us up on this page, or you can hit my Facebook page, Chrissy B, or you can hit up Buddy Hendrix on his Facebook page. We'll give you all the information on how to be in the magazine. Our next issue is coming out at the end of this. That we're on issue number 2. Our first issue was a huge success. I'm very, very proud of our first issue. You can see that on the page. It's a digital magazine, and eventually we're going to have printable copies. But as for now, it's a digital magazine, and you can actually see that on our page. We have a link for it. You can share it. You can like it. Like I said, we have a lot of articles in there from the last issue from a lot of artists. We also had, I think we had a clothing line in there. We had Trap Society. So shout out to Trap Society for being in the magazine. Like I said, you guys can be in the next one if you'd like. As far as events that we have for local, we have a clothing, or not a clothing drive, socks and blankets. Socks and blanket drive. That's what we have going on. I should know this because this isn't our first one. But as it's getting colder out there, I know you guys know somebody that could benefit from some blankets or from some socks. So we're going to have a huge donation. So if you want to already start getting your donations and things like that together, we're planning on having something around the Halloween area. We'll get back to you guys on an exact date, but by the end of this month, we will be having our sock and blanket drive. So if maybe you can't get out to it wherever we have it at, you can also reach out to us if you have donations and we have somebody pick them up or whatever. But we do have that coming up. And then next month, we'll be having another drive. It'll be for toiletries and things like toothpaste, toothbrushes, masks, because people need masks. It's the harsh reality of the world we live in. So we'll have another one. So this one, we're going to do blankets and socks. And the next one, we're going to do toiletries and things like that. I feel like I've covered everything, so I'm going to play one of Ninja Mike, a snippet from his song, because I want him to talk all about his album that he's got. So I'm going to play a snippet from his song Spider. Let you guys fuck with it, and then whenever the song's over, we're going to go ahead and bring him on. So this is Ninja Mike with Spider-Man.
I swing through your neighborhood like your neighborhood Spider-Man. Look at this nigga, mad as hell for no reason. Stupid asses, ugly little boy. These niggas stay hating, play more games than a PlayStation. Mad cause I can't drift it down the block and my whip still stay skating. That blue thing with that red leather so cold you can see the nipples through the sweater. Like yeah, I'm on these streets, play that shit back and put it on repeat. If you got beat the nigga, then I swing through your neighborhood like your neighborhood Spider-Man. Look at this nigga, mad as hell for no reason. Stupid asses, ugly little boy. These niggas stay hating, play more games than a PlayStation. Mad cause I can't drift it down the block and my whip still stay skating. That blue thing with that red leather so cold you can see the nipples through the sweater.
Hey, Spider-Man.
What's going on?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, awesome. I can definitely hear you. All right, cool. You know what's ironic? I almost put the Miles Morales picture on your Spider-Man song thingy.
You could have. It all goes within the Spider-Verse.
I almost did. It does, doesn't it? See, it does. See? All right, so go ahead and tell everybody, first off, who you are, where they can find your music at. Give yourself a quick little shout out. Go ahead and do that.
Quick little shout out. Hi guys, how are you? Let me just get the symbiote off. And my name is Ninja Mike. How are you?
Hi, Lisa.
Um,
Hey.
and in case you're wondering on how to look me up, that's NINJAMIK3, all one word. Don't worry about it. It'll be real simple. I'm a rapper, actor, horror movie slasher, Kadaffer, all of the above. What else? What did you say? Where they can find me? You can find me on all platforms, all social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok,
You on
Snapchat.
TikTok?
I just did TikTok. I was gonna get out the
Pop your
TikTok
shit.
game because they was being a little bit racist. I don't know if you
Oh,
can tell that I'm black, but
is
they've
TikTok still a thing? I thought that it wasn't a thing anymore, but I'm old and I don't know.
it's still a thing. It's still going strong, and since it's so new, they haven't figured out everything, like how to pay the creators or how to stop blocking black creators. But we're gonna figure it out,
Mm. See,
and I want to be
I'm
able to do it
behind.
every
I'm
day.
behind
See,
on all the TikTok tea because I don't get it. I mean, it's cute and stuff, but I don't get everybody doing the same. Like,
hmm
you know what I mean? Like it's I don't know. I'm
let's
a
do
person
this
that
dance,
loves
guys. Okay, now
yeah,
50
I'm a
million
person
people
that
do that
loves
dance.
creativity. So, after a while, I get it. It's dope for marketing. I'm not hating on nobody that uses TikTok. I'm just saying that I don't get the shit. So shout
Oh
out
yeah,
to
I
TikTok.
I
Yeah,
use it for
shout
my
out to
own marketing,
see
and
that's what I'm saying. Shout
it's
out to
for you to be
TikTok.
creative on your own. But we live in
Right.
a world of uncreatives.
The uncreatives. Shout out to the uncreatives. If it wasn't for the uncreatives, people wouldn't have followers. And apparently, following is good. So shout out to the uncreatives in 2020. Is uncreative a word?
People who look at me and go, "How do you do that?" And I go, "It just my brain. It just do stuff."
Most of the time, it was an accident. That's the harsh reality.
Oh, did you do that on purpose? I did. I did.
See, so the first time I ever seen you do your Chuck Norris nunchuck kick on stage,
hmm
I thought that was an accident. I was like, oh, but as the song progressed, I was like, no, this is choreography. He's done this shit before several
hmm
times. And then every single time you perform for us after that, I'd be like, hit him with the motherfucking kick. I'll be turned. You know, you fucked up. Y'all got Ninja Mike fucked up in these streets. I have a video of you performing from like 3 years ago at Prime, when like I first got here, and I wasn't even doing anything in the industry. I wasn't doing anything with music. I wasn't doing anything with artists. I was just teaching, and you were performing, and I was like, hold on, because this nigga is for real. And I was like, this nigga, he's serious about this shit. Okay. So I fucked with it, and I have been a Ninja Mike fan. And then whenever you performed at Radius, I was like, "That's the dude." I told my best friend, she's like, "I don't know what the fuck you talking about," but I was like, "That's him. That he was a kick. Hold on, just wait. You gonna know what I'm talking about." But then when you kicked, she was like, "Oh, that's the dude. That's the dude."
That's the dude.
And then one day you kicked yourself off the stage, and I was like, "All right, I see you. I see you. You put on a show, and I've been fucking with it ever since." So where did the name Ninja Mike come from?
Well, back in the gap in college, I liked Naruto quite a bit, but I also needed some money. So a couple.
I don't
of
like
people
how this
were
is
like-
going.
a couple of people were like, "Hey, do you know martial arts for real? For real?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah," and I really do. And so they were like, "Can you teach us?" I'm like, "For a small fee, you too can defend yourself. Just meet me here at this time whenever you're done with classes, and we'll go over all of that." And so we did that, and a couple of them called me Sensei, and a couple of others called me Ninja Mike. And then when that was heard, Ninja Mike stuck. And then other people who didn't know me were like, "That's the Ninja dude. Oh, that's Ninja Mike." And then they kept going after that, and yeah, I have a catchphrase and all of that. My catchphrase is nothing.
You gotta tell us. You gotta tell us the catchphrase.
See, at the end of the song, which is why people got to go get the singles and listen to them and all of that. At the end of the song, you hear me go, "Doo doo baby," and "Doo doo baby" is the catchphrase.
You gonna have to explain. Explain it. Break it down, because that's a weird thing to start yelling for no reason. Doo-doo, babe.
Doo-doo, babe. People used to scream that at me on campus in college. They were like,
hey, every time I'm seeing
doo-doo, baby.
Every time I see you, I'm not even saying words no more. Just doo-doo, baby. That's how the greeting is.
Doo-doo baby came from you. Well, before the days of the popularity of the internet, we screamed Dave Chappelle quotes at each other.
I still say fuck your couch to everybody. No reason. Couches won't even be there. The fuck your couch.
And in one, there's like a Dave Chappelle stand-up where he's like, a crackhead broke into his car to steal a piece of chocolate sitting on the seat. And he was looking, he drove around the block looking for every crackhead. He was like, he found one. He's like, what's all this chocolate on your face? He was like, chocolate? This is doo-doo, baby. And so we went into that, and then like me and my friends would quote that at each other. And then another scene from the Chappelle show where he was like, and you slip in doo-doo, and it goes splat on your face. And so we would go, doo-doo, baby, on your face. And then I took it and I just like ran with it, and everybody would be like, Mike, doo-doo, baby, on your face.
You know that's about to be a t-shirt, right? I'm just saying, I have the technology. I'm about to walk around with a baby shirt with Ninja Mike cooking on the back.
Oh yeah. Ever since then though, like it's been a thing because I still to this day, doo-doo babe, and in my songs, doo-doo baby.
I'm not gonna be able to listen to no serious Ninja Mike song without hearing doo-doo baby in the back now. Thank you. Thank you for that.
The first clip that you played,
right? Spider-Man.
Strictly for My Ninjas. At the end of it,
I got questions.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At the end of that song, doo-doo baby, aggressive.
I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it all. I haven't had a chance to listen to everything. I did the snippets because I was doing all this at school, so I was multitasking. I can't have doo-doo baby on the speakers at school because kids, that's all my kids gonna remember is doo-doo.
Oh yeah.
And I teach 3 and 4
they're gonna be aggressive with the dookie on the first song.
They're gonna be real telling, what is that? It's doo-doo baby. So
doo-doo baby.
I'm gonna have to hear that in my headphones at home, so we don't, corrupt the young ones.
Oh, wait till the album drop. Doo-doo baby, doo-doo all over.
You need a doo-doo baby album. I'm all in favor of Ninja Mike doing
People
a doo-doo baby.
Saying that since 08.
Doo-doo baby album. I need that to be a thing with all the
people have been saying that since 08.
With all your greatest hits, because you know how you're the shit. So it has to be doo-doo baby, and all your hits just poop emojis, different colored poop emojis.
The greatest hits of the dookie.
You just have like the sparkling poop. It's like your flashy song. Look, all I'm saying is when it happens, remember who gave you that, and come up off of that dodo baby.
Of course, gotta remember.
Okay, so we used to talk about let's talk about that before I ask you the other questions. Okay, I played Strictly for My Ninjas, and there's a couple of lyrics in there. You like, oh, gang, Mike, what gang? What gang? What Naruto? Naruto gang?
I'm not affiliated. Not affiliated. I have a couple of homies that they used to move like that. Some of them were just street people. Some of them were really affiliated. And when I'm from Cali. When I was younger, from Cali. Original home is in Pasadena. We lived in Pomona, Azusa. But when I was out there, my friends, my dearest older friends, would talk about how we got into it with the enemies on the other side of town, cousin. We was and I was like, wow, I wanted to just go on the enemies all day. That would be my jam. And then my mom would come out and they would have so much respect for her, and she'd be like, what y'all doing? They'd be like, oh, we just talking about when we had to ride on the enemies. That's all, Miss Arnold. And then they'd be like, oh yeah. And then she'd be like, huh, y'all crazy. But he good though. We gonna watch out for the little homie. We gonna watch out. Because I was a kid. And I was like, but I want to hang with the big homies and go
you
on
just
the
wanted
internet.
to go outside and do hood rat
I
shit
just
with
wanted
your
to
friends.
gang bang with my homies. And they was,
with your friends.
when I got a little bit older, they was like, you can't do this, little nigga. You got to go to school, cuz. And I was like, huh?
Why you sound like Stacy from the Wood, though?
That's how they talk. You got to go to school, cuz you can't do that out here. And I was like, but I want to gang bang with the homies. And I want to do hood rat stuff with my friends. And they was like, nah, because the OGs don't, if you got a future ahead of you, OGs don't let you get caught up in the
rightfully so. Rightfully so. But how sucky is that they're like, look, that nigga going somewhere, but you grab a gun. Come on, let's go.
Hey, nigga, come here. You ain't doing that with your life. You in this. You go to school. You go to school, my homie. You got college. You got a future. You ain't nobody, nigga. Your family don't even like you. Come over here, cuz.
Get the gun. Like that's horrible. That's like the worst natural selection ever. Natural selection.
It's a thing that distinctly puts you in your place in life. Like this is it for me. Yeah, that's it for you. You ain't got no future. Okay, give me the gun.
But as fucked up as that sounds out loud, that was what when I was little. My whole family, like they banged and they did a whole lot of other shit that had nothing. That wasn't my business because I was a kid. All my cousins was allowed to hang out with everybody, not me. They put me in student council. They put me in magnet classes. I was like, I kind of feel like y'all don't like me a little bit. I don't understand why y'all exclude me. The drug deals are going off. Like, I don't understand how come I got to be at school. This is not
why fair. He get the 12 gauge and I got to get some books.
Why I get number 2 pencils and everybody else got guns? This ain't fair. I don't want this calculator. But so I guess it does kind of go like that, the family. And that's what everybody would always say, because you got a future ahead of you. Y'all know we cousins, right? We first cousins, so they don't got a future. I'm gonna get on the school bus and stop asking y'all questions, because
but there's no real gang affiliations for me personally. But my gang would be my people that I'm with. See, we building a squad. And our squad, I'm trying to take over the city and the world. In that steps, I don't take no baby steps, not the city and the country. No, the city and the world.
The world, Craig. The world. Fuck it with.
And we're putting together a group, and I'm trying to make sure that at every show we go to, that we start to show up for each other and show out for each other. So it's on gang, and we're going to be called the Shadow of Assassins. And the Shadow of Assassins is going to be about 6-7 deep. That's all performers.
That is some Ninjago fucking. I'm fucking with that name, the Shadow of Assassins. Sounds like Batman would be a part of that. I'm just saying.
See, he was trained by the League of Assassins.
See, that's where I got it from.
But I
like that. That's cool. That's real cool.
Because I've always had a thing for ninjas and assassins and being. I'm trained in ninjutsu. So that was one of the things
incorporate that. You ever gonna incorporate that? Not just like in your music stuff, but I know you had said that you act and you do a lot of other things. Would you ever be a stunt double?
Not so much a stunt double. I wouldn't want to be a stunt double.
What? That's where the money is. Not letting everybody else.
It is, but I don't know anybody I can really double.
I mean, like if a teenage boy in like 9th grade was fighting,
but then he's like I'm like built and stuff, and like if he ain't built, he can't like no. I don't
know if you've been to these high schools, but some of these little ninjas look like they 92. So
they do. Some of them look older than me, and I'll be like, dang, cuz you're
like my kid out on the football field, and I was like, you playing them? Wait a minute, somebody lying, because I know he was at the club last week. That's
nigga beard go down to here and it's break.
That boy paid child support somewhere. That is somebody's daddy. Y'all lie. So
say, homie, your kids at the game. Oh, that's what's up.
Fella. But yeah, these kids. See, you could always stunt. How tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
See, teenage boys. You just. It's ain't Tom Cruise like 5'3"? He's a little man, isn't he? He's real little. He's look at him, Mission Impossible and Dangle.
Tom Cruise is an inspiration. You know, he broke his foot in the last movie, but he kept running because he didn't want to reshoot the scene. That is my thinking right there.
That's some real nerd shit. Did you know that Wonder Woman was pregnant the entire filming of the movie? Like everybody's like, pop your shits. Yeah, she was pregnant. Yeah, baby was just all up in that hole, flipping. But
that baby was like, dang, this is a fun ride.
I want to get out of here. That I could not do that. But like, you know, I like to look at the behind the scenes of movies and stuff like that. If you were in any kind of movies, what kind of movies would you be
in? Action or comedy. I've done Prison Break. I was a little extra in like season 3, first 5 episodes.
Hold on. You didn't say all that because I would have found the clip. I would have circled season 3. Now I gotta go look for it. You know, I have a whole resume of
episode 1 of season 3. I'm all up in that thing.
See, I have a whole resume of I'm 7K and my homeboy was on Queen of the South and my other homeboy was on Prison Break. Don't play with me. Like that. Let me write this down so I can add that to the shit that I can pop. Now I gotta go look for it, season 3.
Anime News Network. I've done voiceovers for Funimation.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Which voiceovers?
It was, what is the show called? This is embarrassing. I forget the name of the show. But if you Google Ninja Mike, it will pop up in the Anime News Network.
I'm gonna Google it. You know I'm good for this. I'm gonna Google it and I'm gonna share it. I'm gonna
show you on Anime News Network.
I'm screen shooting. Look at him. Anime Panda. Look at him. Look at my nigga. All right. So I have a million questions. So I'm just gonna throw them out there. How long you been performing?
Consistently since 2017.
Just
2016 consistently. Because before that, I've done a few here and there. It took me a while to get confidence.
Shut up.
I'm so serious. It took me a while because I got booed off stage in high school, and like it mentions a small part of that in my album because the song is called "Get 'Em," and it starts off in high school. It says, "What did I say?" The exact quote is, "This one time at band camp, I got booed in high school, and Ray J escorted my black ass off." Shout out to his mama though. Shout out Miss Sonya.
Shout out to the mama.
Shout out to Miss Sonya because like I did get booed off stage and it was so embarrassing. I wasn't even doing bad. They just was like, "Boo, nigga." No.
I didn't even know. They were just booing me for nothing.
And I was like,
now, I got high school questions too, so that's super dope. My question was my high school question for you was if you could say one sentence to one person that had you fucked up in high school, what would you tell them?
Ooh, I wrote that in the song. I said, "Fornicate my peers that boo me at Lincoln talent shows like Norman Bates. I'm out of my mind. I murder and kill with crazy flow."
Ooh, that's like some black pumped up kicks shit. Like I fucks with it.
That's all. Success just be my revenge. Because like usually if I see them, look, let me tell you this. Kung Fu makes you so humble.
Does it?
It does.
I have to get the tea. Hold on. Kung Fu makes you what?
Kung Fu makes you so humble. I've been studying that for a few years. And the first chance I got to shit on a group of people from my high school, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do it. They look stressed. Oh, geez. I pulled up. It was like a little reunion get together. And I was like, let me roll by here in my Genesis coupe, the 3.8 and jump. Roll up here, stick shift. Let me just rev the engine. Just a little bit, just roll past them. What up, y'all? 2 miles an hour so everybody sees. And then I looked at them and then they didn't even, they looked like I had to bring my kids and I hate my wife. And I want to go back to those days of high school. And I was like, ooh, I'm gonna park away so nobody sees my car.
You felt bad?
Go, hey, how y'all doing? You look good. We gotta go to work tomorrow. What you doing tomorrow? I got a show.
Kung Fu
in Atlanta. I'm not doing nothing. I don't even have a job, y'all. Oh, I'm sorry. This is a mistake.
I'm gonna go home. It's real depressing out here.
I was like, and then one of my high school reunions, one of the my old classmates from high school was like, "You got kids yet?" I was like, "No, don't."
So no kids from Ninja Mike. Not even secret babies.
Not yet. Oh.
I'm just saying my show needs a little bit of sizzle. You ain't got one secret baby. You ain't got half a secret baby. You ain't got a secret baby mama text.
No, think about it. Because if the hitman did his job, she should be taken care of.
I don't think you could say that on air, sir.
We're gonna edit that in post.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and edit that live.
We can edit the live in post.
Delete this shit. So
no, there's no children. I have my niece. That's it. That is it. I told myself I wasn't gonna have a family till I got married. Till I got a ring on my finger. Let's say I was married now.
There's no Ninja Michelle, is what you're saying.
No. A lot of people don't have good sense. You would think the word common sense implies that it's commonly dispersed amongst all.
Don't go there. So I have a whole paragraph on letting you talk about what's wrong with this generation. So I'm gonna let you go ahead. So why is Ninja Mike single? Go ahead, let everybody know. What's wrong with y'all is
because at first, like, I live in Dallas now, and Dallas women will have you thinking, nigga, it is you. And I was like, dang, no, I don't stink. Take a bath every day. Brush my teeth. I do my best. I'm out here. I'm paying my bills. That car got my name on it. This is my name. I financed that thing. These bills. This house. This my place. This mine.
Sometimes you just don't got enough felonies for a motherfucker. Sometimes it just be that way.
Woo. Sometimes. So what you mean you don't shoot niggas? No, I kicked the nigga in the throat one time, but
I got these nunchucks.
I got nunchucks. I got some swords. You want a sword? My cousin got a gun.
Shout out to swords, though.
Shout out to swords. They are highly underrated.
They are. They're so high. Every single time I see a scary movie and there's a sword, or there's an action movie and there's a sword, I'm like, he fits to slice somebody in half. I can't watch this. I can't. He about to fuck somebody up with that sword. That nigga got 2 guns. He about to slice them guns in half. Shout out to swords. My dad has a lot of swords on his wall. He's all about katana blades and shit. Because he used to be in the army. So he used to be like
katana blades.
Oh shit! You see that katana blades on my show because I love you. Shout out to my dad if you're watching.
Immediate to my left, like
that's the weirdest shit. Shout out to swords. I just so happen to have a sword right here. Let's see if I can do it again. Shout out to
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a chain whip on the wall.
Why do you have a chain whip?
Because I love chain weapons.
How does one acquire a love for chain weapons? What happened?
Well, studying in martial arts, they let you in Kung Fu, they let you pick what you identify with and what suits your soul and everything. And I picked up a multitude of weapons. The bow staff and the chain whips were my favorite. Ironically, I don't have a bow staff. I have a 3-section staff.
I'm gonna act like I know what all that means. So was the Kung Fu, was that before music? We're just talking about your whole life today, so it's cool.
Music is like a life thing. It's my first record that I had. My dad walked in with a cassette tape and was like, here. And it said 2 PAC. And I said, oh, I get 2 packs. Okay, cool.
You got 2 packs, all right.
2 packs. And I popped it in a little tape player, press play. My ambitions up. Oh, nigga, why you tell me this?
Oh, shit. Like, you don't even know why
you let's start the life as a rap star. I was like, yes. all of the cussing was in it. And I was a kid, like.
Yeah, I was from the country, still walking down the street, like living life as a thug, nigga, until the day I die. Everybody's like, no, you're not. I'm like, I'm not. But he said we was. So today we are. Thug life.
I was a little child. My cousin was a police officer. I was fuck beefing the police. My ambition sounds a ride. Calm down. I got to take you to school today.
Right. Calm down. You're riding the squad car like you always
riding the squad car. All right. Have a great day. Police.
That seems about right. I mean, I grew up in a small town too, and that's exactly how it was. Like listening to Machiavelli and shit, and I knew everything, all the words to it, and then I would go to school with my little A+ and talked all proper. Then got out of school with my gangster parties and stuff. I just
you got A+.
I did.
I got A+ until math got numbers in it and letters.
Yeah, the letters fucked me up a little bit.
When letters came into math, I said, "What you doing messing with the alphabet? Who cheating?"
I had to talk to God whenever X started equaling a whole nother letter. I was like, "No, it doesn't. X equals X. How is X equal M? That's not even smart. That don't even make sense. I'm gonna go ahead and stop doing this."
My dad was really my dad was like education. When the little dude knocked on the door, we got encyclopedias to keep us young kids off of drugs and out of gangs. He was like, "What kind of encyclopedias?" We got the Encarta Africana encyclopedia. Give me all up.
Give me them twice. Give me them twice.
In my mom's house, there's an entire lower shelf full of encyclopedias that I had to read. I had to read the dictionary. I had no idea why I had to read the dictionary. I don't know if this was punishment or education, but I hated it, and I learned a whole bunch of words. I feel so lame right now because I'm about to say some shit. Okay, you know Hastings, how there used to be the Hastings bookstore? Mm-hmm.
It was like a big old warehouse. They had the VHSs. Yeah. They had all of that shit. So Hastings, boom. So one of the main ones in Amarillo that had all the books and stuff, when Hastings wasn't going to be a thing anymore, the warehouse closed. So like one of my uncles or one of my cousins or something like that worked there, and he could bring home whatever for us for free. Mm-hmm. But he had to they had to rip the covers off of the front of them. And I remember him coming home and he's like, they let us take home everything for free, and everybody got all excited because, you know, they had the game systems, they had the toys, and he's like, but all that was left was books. So like 20 kids was like, and I was like, here's my list. I need all of this. Tomorrow I'm gonna give you another list. And he was like, I'm just gonna take you with me. So I came home with like all the Goosebump books and I felt like I had just won the lottery. And the whole summer I never went outside. I just sat there just reading freaking books like a weirdo. And like to this day, I'm going on Jeopardy. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm about to win something. Definitely gonna win something somewhere. But I love reading, and when I was younger, that's when I picked it up too. But it wasn't punishment or not. Like they'd be like, I want you to go write a 3-page paragraph, a 3-page story about what you just did. That's my journal entry. Ain't nobody tripping on that. Like there was no punishing me. I love to write and I love to read, which is probably why I kind of picked what I do today.
See, I'm good at writing. My music got hella stories. I can write forever. But I think it was, my parents are the best Kung Fu teachers, and I hated
it. They taught you?
So much. They would, Kung Fu comes from the practice of the discipline of life. They didn't teach me that. They taught me how to put, they made me wash. I learned wax on, wax off. They made me lay foundation of the house. I have so much stamina and endurance. I had to put I had to put the dirt for the foundation of the house. My dad is a master plumber. I had to dig holes like I was digging a grave for a row of people. I was so trained as a child.
Like they just got you to build that house. Y'all, this is for the greater good. This is for keep on saying it, baby. Keep on saying it, son.
And when it was time to go inside, Lord forbid I want to watch TV. No, bruh. You got these books that need reading.
See, we grew up super Jesus people. There was no TV. I was that weirdo at school that loved Jesus for real. Like when I was like not no playing, you know what I mean? Like I didn't have TV, so everybody would be like, ha ha ha, inside joke. And I'm like, ha ha, but Jesus. Like that.
You know the Bible was my only escape.
Yeah, and so it's like I just grew up reading because by default kids didn't play with me. So I just grew up reading like, it is what it is.
And then when the internet was available on CD-ROM in the cereal box where they had the free AOL trial.
Pile up. You know how many of them I had? I had enough to make a damn backpack. My mama was like, "You're not putting this in the computer. That's that devil stuff you just trying to chat." I was chatting so bad back then. Like, what were y'all talking about in y'all's chat? What was y'all's chats like, Mom? I'm going to get on the computer and chat. Okay.
Oh my God. Yo. When the CDs came, my dad went looking for the encyclopedia via CD. And I had to look at it.
Oh my God.
Can I watch clips of stuff? No. You better put that in Scarter and Africana in there and learn about your people and your history and put that CD in there. You ain't done. Go read a book. One time I had to read a book. My mom said, "You ain't gonna be dumb all summer. Read this book. You've been playing and watching TV. Read this book. Read the Bible." I read the Bible. I got to the part where Jesus was on the cross, and it was at the end of the page. I said, "Okay, we're done with this chapter." She said, "What you read? This to where? To here? What does that say?" He just hung his head and he died. You better not leave Jesus up on that cross. Go get him. Go read him down. Go read him down.
Did we have the same relative? It was like that. I would get drilled. What did you read about? Well, right now Job is going through it, and you just let him go through it. Mama, there's like 97 chapters of him going through it. He gonna still be going through it.
Job kids ain't even dead yet. I don't want to get to that.
I just got to the point, Mama, it's really messing with my energy a little bit. It's real sad in Job's world that you trying to tell me to be joyful. I'm confused. I don't want to do this anymore. You talking back? No, I'm just, you know what? I'm going to go read about Job because both of our lives suck a little bit right now. Yeah, we grew up super spiritual too. And shout out to super spiritual people. I snuck to play with Pokemon because Pokemon was definitely the devil.
Yeah, I got a Pokemon story. It ain't even about it being the devil. My mom didn't care. She thought older people were too superstitious. So she was like, "Boy, ain't nothing wrong with that stuff. But don't let me find out it's demons and something is wrong with it." It is so like this. Oh my God.
Everything was the devil. Unicorns were evil. I was like, they just made up. Mermaids and unicorns were evil.
But the real story behind mermaids is they are evil.
It's okay though. But the real story behind Ring Around the Rosie that everybody lets their kids sing is super dark too, because it's about scarlet fever and the posies in their pockets was so that they didn't stink like flesh. Ashes, we all fall down.
Ashes, we all fall down.
It burned all them babies. So it's like, and everybody in daycare is like, "Let's sing Ring Around the Rosie." I was like, "No, the fuck we're not. Not in this class. Not on my watch. Not on
we not. I don't understand around for low-key evil. Rocking by a baby on a treetop. When the wind blows, the bough breaks, the cradle falls, that baby fall down, die. He dead. Ain't no more baby. Congratulations on your late term abortion. This is awful.
All of the songs that, like, a lot of the children's songs and stuff like that, whenever you go back and you do research, it's like, ooh, that's real dark. That's super dark. Wasn't Jimmy Crack Corn in that like super racist or something like that? I don't even know how to finish that song. I didn't know that there was lyrics.
The ice cream song is racist.
There's lyrics to the ice cream song?
Mm-hmm, it's racist. It was called Nigga Love a Watermelon.
Shut the fuck up. Really?
Yes. Come on, nigga, get your watermelon. Something like that. It was called
See,
Nigga
you
Love a
got me doing
Watermelon.
my research just now. I got to do a whole bunch of research because I didn't even know that. I thought that was the see. This is how you knew you grew up a hood baby. I was gonna say, do your chains hang low? Nope, that's not the song.
I heard that too, and I was like, wow, this song isn't so racist anymore.
What? What's the real song? Ears. Do your ears hang low? Did they wobble to the flow? Anytime in the night. Well, all I got is do your chain hang low. But anyway, that's what I thought the ice cream song was, and it kind of made sense because bling bling and ice, so I was okay with it. Fun fact: it's about niggas and watermelon. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, niggas love a watermelon.
So we talked about what Strictly for My Ninjas was about. A Spider-Man. I heard the lyrics, but what's Spider-Man?
Strictly for My Ninjas is also a meaning. I made the two things different. Mm-hmm. Just to backtrack, because the album is called Strictly for My Ninjas. N.I.N.J. It's that. The whole acronym thing, and I did it like similar to Tupac's Strictly for My Niggas, but ninjas is never ignorant, neither justifiable, assassination successful. And I did that because like everything that you hear on the album will be like, oh my god, this is straight nigga shit. But at the same time, this is not ignorant. But I can't justify the way that I'm presenting it because either way it goes, if you want to label it black and white, it's gonna be nigga shit.
So sophisticated ignorance.
Huh?
So sophisticated ignorance.
Mm-hmm. Nigga shit. And when you get it, assassination successful because you heard it, whether you like it or not. You heard it. Assassination successful.
Killed that shit.
Yeah. But like Strictly for My Ninjas, all of my ninjas pull up on gang, bitch. Niggas get beat the fuck up. Though I'm not affiliated, we can go if you just want to go. You just think I'm that soft because I'm so nice and hi, everybody. We can give it a go. Bitch, niggas get beat the fuck up all the time.
Oh, that sounds like some shit for Say That Shit Sunday. That's a segment on Hood Boy in America. Say that shit.
And even at the end of the song, like there's a part where I go, tell a nigga throw hands if you mad. Break the brakes off a nigga, chop him up and throw him in the bag. See me, I know fuck with nobody. Peaceful ninja. I do Pilates. And it's basically, I'm not finna just run out here and just start fighting.
I do Pilates.
Peace. I'm peaceful.
I'm saying that to somebody tomorrow. To somebody. They're gonna be like, would you like a coffee? Peaceful ninja. I do Pilates. I'm saying it to somebody. I'm working it in the conversation at some point tomorrow.
But Spider-Man, that is track number 6 on the album. Mm-hmm. Spider-Man is more so about. I came up with the concept because I was like, well, if the concept of this is gonna be an attention snatcher, because the album is meant to be an attention grabber,
right?
And most people around the areas that I'm in, most black folk, we don't feel like listening to something making us think, especially from New Kid on the Block who we don't know. Right. Don't care about, don't give a damn. I don't care about your mixtape or your album or whatever the hell you got. Get out of my face, you trash.
Right.
So,
not right. You're not trash, but I get what you're saying.
A colleague of mine within my Shadow of Assassins organization decided what you should do is get these beats, nigga beats. We call them nigga beats. Just simple beats, simple bass, and making it just bob his head. Just simple.
A bait beats. Bait, fishing bait.
Yeah, you get them bait beats and you put your lyrics on them, but don't overcomplicate your lyrics. Keep it simple.
Sneak attack. Sneak attack.
Make the hooks catchy. And then at the same time, put that underlying meaning under all the songs and through the whole album.
So a lot of shit's like double entendres and shit?
Yeah, and if you simple-minded, you hear it, you just enjoy it.
Right.
If you in the lyrics, you hear every bar, every breakdown, and you go like, damn, that bar referenced that bar. Damn. If you really a deep thinker, you can go all the way into this and be like, bro, this ain't for the ignorant. It ain't at all. So that's if you're thinking that deep into it. But I made it so simple to where even the dumbest of minds can go, I like this. It make my speaker go boom.
So it's versatile.
Yes.
That's
and Spider-Man came in where I was like, well, on a lot of boastful or braggadocious type of rap, they brag about their car.
This nigga said braggadocious.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna have a line of shirts just with words that you made up on them.
And I don't like to lie in my music. I think if you lie in your music, bad shit gonna happen to you, and you'll never achieve things that'll be equivalent to what you're lying about. And if you do, it'll be taken away. Right. So I don't be lying in my music. If I say I'll cut you, I'll cut you. If I say I got something to shoot you with, oh, believe me. Just because you don't see it, don't mean it ain't there. But so I was like, well, I can make a song about my car. I got a little Hyundai Veloster Turbo. I did a little work to the engine. We won't mind that. But I also decked it out in designs. I got spider emblems on it. Got a little Venom design on like the front fender, leading to the back with the V and Spider-Man taken over by Venom. And then on the inside, it has the red lights going with the music, and I had the seats with Spider-Man on it. It's beautiful. And I was like, I'll make a song about my car. But at the same time, Spider-Man is a Marvel character, and you could do hella Marvel references through rap. So it'd be dope. So I did that.
That's dope.
What is the first thing I say? That blue thing with that red leather, because it's blue on the outside, and on the inside it has red leather.
Like Spider-Man suit.
Yes. That blue thing with that red leather, so cold you can see the nipples through the sweater. Like, yeah, I'm on these streets. Play that shit back and put it on repeat. So I go through like that. And then and on that song, I was like, well, since we going with the Spider-Man thing, and it's really just me talking my shit and showing my skill. Because a lot of people can't stay on that one subject and make it interesting for 3 minutes. If they stay on that subject, they got to change it. Right. If they go to their car, they got to talk about this, this, and this. And then like you'll be like, what's this song about? Shit, I don't know. It's called Flipping Stacks. Okay. But I was like, well, Spider-Man has too many elements to play with for me to not be able to stay on the subject. So even going into the second verse, I'll go through the editions of comics that Spider-Man had. I'm so marvelous, so awesome-tacular. They tried to cut me short, but I'm still so spectacular. I'm so amazing. I'm so fantastic. Tumble kick flipping. They call me fantastic. Want to get drastic? Who didn't? No doubt. You get stretched out like Mr. Fantastic. People don't know Spider-Man's first issue was in the Fantastic Four.
The Fantastic Four.
He had issues in the Fantastic Four and everything where he was like, he had the little bag costume and everything. It's pretty funny. But I'm such a nerd.
Likewise.
And I was like, I gotta put all of that in there. So
it's gonna be a whole situation.
Spider-Man was me just basically popping all of my shit and bragging about how great I am at these raps, and how at the same time, this little nerdy dude right here talking Spider-Man can still take your girl, his mama, her sister.
Okay, Mr. Steal Your Girl, Spidey. All right, so moving on. Okay, so that was all your music and stuff like that. Okay, questions about 2020. This is going to be kind of like, I got a couple of questions. Overused words that you don't care to hear next year.
Words.
That will remind you of 2020. Phrases, words that you don't care to hear in 2021.
This for me, I don't like that.
I don't like that. This the one, sis. This the one. I don't like that.
I don't like that either. I don't. Period. Period can go.
All right. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.
Like period can go. Like if it gets like saturated to only this many people use that word. It's cool.
But I've been saying period since before it was cool. Like my mom had a boyfriend, and he would always, when he would yell at us, he would end everything with period, point blank. So yes. I've been saying period
That's different. You had it before City Girls popularized it.
Right. I was a country girl saying period. So it's different.
Well, let me take that back. Period is cool if used in the right context. But period poo, I don't like that.
I didn't hear period poo until everyone was like, I hated that bitches are saying period poo. I was like, who are these bitches? Because I don't know not one person that put
I've heard that a lot. It sounds like Winnie the Pooh on his period, and I don't like it. I don't like that visualization. Period.
I just like it a lot. It just seems like a lot. That ain't got nothing to do with the two things. No, I don't like it. If we're talking about things on Facebook that I would not care to see, I don't like it when a person will compare themselves to another person and then say, we're not the same, sis. And you're like, a little bit.
She got curly hair and I got crinkly hair. We not the same.
Sis.
He got on orange. I got on tangerine. We not the same.
You go to work all day to get a bag. I go to work all night to get a bag. We not the same, sis. One of y'all got y'all's nights and days mixed up. That's the only fucking difference.
I'm not a fan of that either. I use we are not the same, but not in that way. Like I use it in the sense of this nigga trying to. No, we not the same.
You use it. It's exact. It's not the same. It's different.
He shouldn't dare. Nah. He should try again.
I don't like it when people say "make this public" to something like "today was a good day." You could have made that public. You didn't need me. Make this public. You need me.
I don't like when people go make this public on a status that is gotten from a clear source. Like, bro, this is already like general information. You can copy and paste this if you want to.
Point me to the nearest place for light bulbs. Walmart, sis.
Sometimes I'll copy and paste and then tag the person I copied and pasted from. Simple. And then another person would go on here and be like, make this public. When I start releasing singles, my whole shit gonna be public, so don't worry.
Don't worry. Just wait a little bit. I don't. Okay, on Facebook, I don't like it when someone takes your status, copies, pastes it on a brand new background like it was them. Like you did not say this.
Somebody did that to me a few times. A few people have done that to me. I'm like, bro, I originally thought of this. I didn't even steal this. Are you serious right now?
Like, this is mine. So I started doing this thing with my emojis where it's like my signature. So when it does happen, if there's like a little coffee cup, microphone, music note, you stole that. No, we just thought of it at the same time. No, you stole that.
I started watermarking my memes.
Ooh.
And all I did was I just put ninja because I make my own meme. Because especially if I can't find a meme to appeal to something I want to reply to, I'll make my own. Then I'll put Ninja Mike, fade it out just a little bit. You can still see Ninja Mike and put it up.
That's smart. I don't make my own memes though. Like usually if I see something, I'll recaption the nigga's meme in a heartbeat. I'm like, it wasn't funny enough, but here's what I got. I'll do that, but I don't make my own. It seems like
I'll make my own. I made my a couple of my friends one because their babies are taking like interesting pictures, and they be like, "Mike, can you make a meme out of this?"
So I have a secret group. It's a text group, and that's all it is caption this, and that's all we do is take people's pictures. Like, caption this, nigga. Caption this. It's a whole lot of funny in there. Just picture caption. Okay, biggest lesson that 2020 has taught you thus far, because we still got a couple of months left. And I don't think any of the continents have sank or anything like that.
The biggest lesson in 2020 is 2020 was not a setback. 2020 was a test. And if you came and emerged the same or nothing changed or you got worse, that is your fault. You didn't take advantage of the time God gave you. All it was time to sit down because the world moves really fast. Time is not that long. Time is very short. Slavery wasn't that long ago. The world moves very fast. So this was a year to, hey, sit down, get shit together. Gather it all, get it together. All right, now plan what you're going to do and come and when you hit the ground running. So I use 2020 because that time where I would have usually been doing shows after shows after shows. So I was like, do a new album, put this out, gain some attention, put out videos to get noticed, be more in the public eye, so people will want to hear from you and you are interesting. So the biggest lesson 2020 has taught me is sometimes you got to sit back to move forward.
I like that, Mr. Miyagi. That's dope ass concept. Sometimes you just gotta sit down and move forward. Sounds real Joe Dirt. It sounds real Joe Dirt, not gonna lie. But that's true though, because like I'm not gonna lie, I had a meltdown, but you know how it is whenever you're so used to being around people all the time, and then it's like, sit the fuck down. And it's like, but I wanna sit down. But I want to sit down. But my friends are sit down. So it was like literally me. So for a minute there, it was like, I am by myself. I am not fun to hang out with by myself. I need people. Like, and then, but
I'm
then
funny.
I'm hilarious, but I've heard all my shit. So
see, and like one thing that I did, like when I be bumping, that's why I started making some videos. I have a reaction videos and stuff, because like somebody's like, "Oh, you should record your reaction."
Yes, I mean, I've seen just the way your videos always start. You're like, "Oh, hi there. I hadn't seen you sitting there." You have to too. But when it was just me by myself, it was like I guess I got to hear my own voice, and it had been a while, you know. So then it was like, what do you want to do? So then I did my magazine. My magazine launched out of COVID stuff. I had to come up with creative ways to start doing my interviews and stuff like that. So we did an entire magazine. Now we're on issue 2 and stuff like that. And we got people in Canada, and we got people reaching out and all over the world trying, you know, that want to be a part of it. So I guess I can't say too much bad about, I mean, 2020 had some fucked up shit, but it also wasn't all bad. It kind of redirected people that needed to be redirected, and kind of
the beginning of 2020, like as terrible as it is to say, was my favorite, because they were like, everybody stay home, and people went buck wild stupid for that toilet tissue. And
see, I ain't forgot how y'all motherfuckers was acting about toilet paper and bleach. I forgot.
They ran in the house because I had, like, before they did that, I had just bought some toiletries. I bought some toilet tissue for me, and when I get toilet, I shop at Costco, so just get one thing, because how many asses do you gotta wipe?
I have 7, so I did my. I even told the lady at the dollar store, where's my bleach for the month? She was like, they done ran through that. I was like, for what?
And
they know the truck's coming back, right?
It took a pandemic for people to wash their ass and clean their hands.
No, I'm
not even their hands, they ass.
Like I went back and I googled what the fuck Corona was, even before we didn't know what it was, because I needed them to make toilet paper shortages make sense. What in Corona made y'all buy toilet paper? What?
Y'all just now wiping y'all ass. After all this time, you didn't have to practice to learn. You done bought the toilet paper, the baby wipes, and the soap. You're nasty. You're nasty.
I was just so confused.
And now you finna sell the shit at the garage sale. You're nasty.
I was like, why all the vitamins and the cough medicine and the emergency still on the shelves, but y'all took all the toilet paper? I feel like we got the wrong memos. Did I get the wrong one? I'm in there like
the medical supplies still just out.
Let me go get some cough drops. Let me get cough drops for $7. I'm trying to get all this shit, and it stopped. I'm like, where everybody
had to shut down for a week or so, guys. I'm never gonna wipe my ass again. Let me get the toilet tissue. What? No, you be fine.
Y'all, no, I mean, they went crazy about food too, because I remember being scared for my own survival, because I went to Walmart and all that it had left was some parts of pork that I had never heard of. I made a whole.
They had the pork cingulum. Like, what is that? What is the pork? Mr. Butcher, what's the cingulum?
I'm gonna load this video up tonight and I'm gonna tag you. It was pork backs.
We just took the back. We didn't even make bacon. We just took the back and
called
threw
my mom,
it out
there. How do I make this? I was crying. I was like, no.
Usually, like, that's just bone. You use that for soup.
I was like, there ain't no meat in the store. I don't know how to make this. I wasn't prepared. You didn't show me how to make
that. You usually use for like soup and broths and stuff.
I ain't never seen the bottom of the meat thing. I didn't know what it looked like. So I was like, so this is it? Pork backs? That's all I got? And cornmeal? Do I roll it? Do I make a paste? I was so lost. I was like, I'm gonna have to go home to my babies and tell them we gotta eat pork backs. And I don't know what to Google. Is it a delicacy?
We're gonna soak this and we're gonna flavor the water and we're gonna just drink that.
Just sprinkle some tahini on it like y'all do everything else.
Right.
So yeah, I was more so at the beginning of the year, I wasn't panicked, but the panic of everybody else and how they was acting was real frustrating. And I was like, look, we just gonna have to eat in June because I don't fuck with people and I don't want to go back to Walmart when everyone's freaking out.
You know when Thanos did the snap and everybody was
gone
except for half people. I was driving. I literally at 5 in the middle of the day on 75. I was like, at 80 miles an hour, just driving like this, lane to lane. I was like, nobody's out here.
When I used to work in Frisco, that's how it was. I would just be on the highway, like just coasting. I was like, I could Tokyo drift my whole way to work and be okay. It ain't nobody out here at all.
Nobody was there. I loved it. Then when people started getting on the roads again, I said, let me take my black ass home.
Right, because it was like everybody forgot how to drive.
They did. Absolutely. Absolutely. They ran in the walls.
Forgot how to drive. Everybody.
And then for the first 3 weeks, it was like 3 to 4 wrecks an hour.
What I was going to say, because, you know, I keep up with the news and stuff, and they were saying that in Dallas that the amount of wrecks had doubled in our first week officially allowed to be back at work. I was like, so what was y'all doing? Playing Mario Go Kart? Like, y'all playing Mario Kart? What is...
They drove into each other. It was a shit show. And I was like, I'm finna go home until y'all learn how to fucking act. Because y'all don't know how to act when chicken sandwiches come out, when toilet
I ain't forget about that either. I ain't forget how everybody acted about them chicken sandwiches.
I had the chicken sandwich before there's a major announcement or a commercial from like major chains. They have the product out already.
Right.
I've learned from them as well as far as promoting stuff because I have my product out and then I'll go promote it heavy. So because people's attention spans are too short. So by the time you tell them about it, if they don't have it immediately to access, they'll forget about it. So very true. Before they always announce stuff, it's like in the display on the windows, but people don't read nowadays. I don't think they can. And so I'll be like, oh, Popeye's got a chicken sandwich. I think I'll try it. I tried it. I was like, oh, this is good. Nobody's talking about it. Maybe they think it's nasty. Oh, well. About 2 weeks later, they acted a fool. And I was like, y'all, for real? For real? Y'all fighting in line?
See, something in me wanted to feel like some of that shit had to be fake. It had to be. I want it to be so bad. I don't want to know that somebody got stabbed with a fork in their back or their neck behind that chicken sandwich. Like, I was reporting on this stuff like on my Crazy But True News on Good Morning America and stuff. And that was one of the fights. Another one, the lady pulled an old lady out the drive-thru. She pulled her out her truck and was beating the snot out of her behind that chicken sandwich. I was like, what is in this chicken sandwich? I don't even fuck with chicken like that, but that proves that we shouldn't.
And I learned that when things taste good, when it comes to culinary cuisine, people don't know how to cook. People don't know how to season. People don't know how to mix. People don't know how to heat to a temperature of done, well done, medium. They don't know any of that. They just know food.
That's what I'm saying. I'm on level with you. If Popeye's seasonings of their chicken had folks wilding out like this, I mean, I'm not saying Popeyes ain't good, but I haven't had a chicken sandwich that made me want to commit homicide. I haven't had a chicken sandwich that made me forget my children was still at Popeyes when I went home. And the only reason I came back was because they fucked up my chicken sandwich. I just haven't had that sandwich yet. If it's out there.
I will never have it because I've cooked a better chicken sandwich. And I was like, pretty good. That's it. That was it.
Like, I don't feel like this is the sandwich that should be the poster sandwich for child neglect. But all right, I guess.
And then I had a contract with Google at the time, so they paid for my chicken sandwich, and I was like, cool. And I had some popcorn shrimp. I was cool.
We never just ate past all that shit. Like you didn't say you had a contract with Google. He was like, and I had a contract with Google and some coffee, and then I went, no, nigga, no, go back to that contract with Google. What you have a contract with Google for?
It was just a simple thing. I just like let everyone. I just went to the areas that had GPay and was like, hey, just making sure GPay is in here. That's it. Report it back to Google. That's it. They paid me.
But still, I mean, you know me. Yeah, I had a contract with Google. Now I could be like my friend Ninja Mike, aka Google that nigga, aka had a role on the 3rd season. What we say we was at?
Prison Break.
Prison Break. See, add to the resume. Add to the resume. I got cool friends. I do. But that's dope. You answered so many of my questions without me asking you. That's always cool. That's always cool when that happens. Now I gotta act like I'm looking for different questions. Okay.
There's also another single. I don't know if you have that or if I sent it to you. Another single that I have called Cookie Monster.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, I got it right here. Introduce it so we can hear a minute of it because we're about to round up the show anyway. So you can go ahead and explain your dirty, dirty little song to all the listeners.
Cookie Monster is a phrase that I created because sometimes when a girl goes out and she wears a little bitty skirt that be rather tight, she don't be wearing no panties. And then she be twerking and her little Cookie Monster be right there. And I'll be like, ooh, I see your Cookie Monster. And then they'll be like, shut up, no you don't. Then I'll try to pull it down like there's more leeway or give on the skirt. Like, girl, it's too late. We all see it. So I created the phrase Cookie Monster because of that. And I was like, I see your Cookie Monster. But other people probably use it for that as well. But I was like, I read a song about that. It'll be a stripper anthem. And then I was like, it'll talk about what I like in a woman. And at the same time, how I would approach a show at a strip club. This album's very much like self-centered around me. And some of it is other people's experiences. Like one song that I have on there called Rabbit Hole, where basically it's the story about a guy goes to the bar, gets drunk, and he can't handle himself. And then even though he can't handle himself, he still keeps to himself. But no matter how much you try to keep to yourself, trouble will find you. So one dude approaches him like, I got a problem with you and what you said. And he's like, I was just joking. Everybody's just laughing at you. And then he tries to fight him, and the dude's like, whoops his ass.
Because of the drink.
And it ironically comes to before a song where in the hook it goes, he got too comfortable and didn't know when to quit. But for future reference, always know who you fucking with. Because the guy in the previous song didn't know who he was fucking with. He thought he'd just beat some drunk ass man's ass. And nah, that man knows how to fight and defend himself. So you got beat up by a drunk man. He finna leave the bar, and the bartender finna put the tab on you. And when you wake up from being beaten in your coma, you got a tab. Now you broke and beat up and stupid.
Look at you writing little alcoholic cautionary tales and shit.
But Cookie Monster, that's a stripper song. Stripper song. And basically it's me and my performance adventures. That is all. Because I performed at a few places, and even in the second verse, it's like they be like, Ninja Mike, are you performing tonight? Hell yeah, I'm performing tonight, and I'm gonna kill that shit and that's on my life. And then it goes and pays homage to like, and if you can catch references in my album, it's a lot of it is paying homage to stuff that I grew up listening to. And like in this particular part, it's like I pulled up, stop part, these bitches are smiling and grinning, Valet looking like he in the game and must be winning. And like if people know, like people grew up in music around the early 2000s, and you know that's Chingy. Pulled up, stop part, Valet looking like he in the game and must be winning, all of that. And then like I do another part like that where I pay homage in my song. I forget the name of the song, but in the part it's like Salute to the real ones who let me know my shit is wild. Salute to the originators and the masters of this style. She told me she got what I need. I told her I liked it raw. She turned it around. I pulled it out and hit the bitch with the yah. And so it's like that. Because I like paying homage and stuff. And in the Cookie Monster song, it pays a big tribute to Uncle Luke.
I have the first minute of it, and then everybody's gonna have to act, and then I'm gonna load these up on the on Party Angels. Hopefully, when I did with Adrian's, it wouldn't let me. Like she has her music on lock. It was like, this song belongs to somebody else. I was like, I know Zuckerberg, that's my friend. She gave me permission, but it muted all her shit. Like she's got her shit like past the first second. It was like, and then the rest of it just muted.
There is a selection where like hopefully it will let you, because there's a selection where it's like it will be able to play when you are submitting all of it and getting the rights for it and stuff. But hopefully it lets you, because I got the rights to it, but it's not to where it'll shut it off. I hope not.
See, usually, like hers was the first one that did it. Usually it'll let me, I upload and I'm like, they pop their shit, boom, boom, boom. And then I put it on my page and stuff. But yeah, hers, it would not let me. It muted my live. I was like, okay, Fort Knox of the music. I felt hurt. I was like, I thought I had rights to, I know it's not my song, but I know I asked her for this song. So we're gonna go ahead and play. We're gonna play the last clip of the night, and it is "Cookie Monster" by Ninja Mike. And when we come back on after we play the song, I'm gonna let him close out the show and tell you guys where you guys can find his music and stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, look at her. Ooh, look at her. Yeah. I like a thick chick with some big titties, brown skin and them teeth pretty. Plenty class with a stupid ass, so you break your neck when she walk past. Long hair don't care, as far as you can tell. Swimming pools in the miles, swim in it like Ariel. Goddamn, this girl fine with them thick ass eyes. I'm trying to get behind her. You stand in front like you first in line. I'm acting stupid, I'm out of line. Bounce that ass, pussy popping, baby, don't stop. I'm trying to grip it, moving with it while you body rock. Fuck it up. Throw that ass in a circle. The way that you dip it and flip it, I'm with it. I'm geeking out like I'm Urkel. Remember that chick that fell 20 feet, hit the floor, kept shaking. That shit was sweet as candy. Give a fuck about your jaw breaking. Show me where they at, from the front to the back. Cookie Monster so fat, you see her front from the back. Baby girl so stacked, you know I like it like that. I just got one.
Okay, you real childish for the line about the girl that fell. I was like, hey. Oh, you childish. And then you even said something about her job. Ninja. You can't be like, this is a stripper anthem. Literally. Petty. But now all these songs kind of I'm fucking with these beats. This is a beat bait. You did it. Because every single time I'm like, oh, what? Hey, now I got the album. So let everybody know when it's coming out, where we can get it, because I need it. I need it for the station. You're going to be in the magazine, right? You're going to be in October, November. All right. So yeah, I need your music for the station, because everybody that's in the magazine, their music is the music that'll be the first songs that you get to click on when you go to the site. So I'm gonna need all of that. Please and thank you. I think you sent me Spider-Man, Cookie Monster, and Strictly for My Ninjas. But I'm gonna need all of it. Please and thank you.
Wait till you hear Wet. Oh.
You're gonna have to send it whenever you get off this live, because I'm making my playlist now. All I be trying to listen to now is people that have submitted me their music and stuff. I feel like the radio already hypes up everybody else. The least that we can all do is like kind of what you were talking about, hype up each other. So I've been making my playlist.
You know how the song WAP got attention to where people were like, that is so nasty.
Yeah.
So I had already recorded Wet, and when I heard WAP, I was like, And then I let somebody hear Wet, and they say, you need your ass whooped.
Okay, send me that. Send me it. I'll be the judge of that. For science, send me.
Okay, for science.
Science. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and end the show. We were laughing the whole time, as I knew we would. I'm so happy that you came on. You're actually going to be back on the Party Angel radio show, right? On the 21st, you're going to be midweek wrap up with Buddy Hendrix, which is kind of one of the reasons I didn't want to talk about too much of the new project, because I want you to talk about it on there. So that's why I just did snippets, because he'll have your full songs and he'll be playing the full songs throughout the show. So y'all gonna have to, you can debut Wet on his show. I'm happy that I got to debut 3 of them. I almost put Dirty Diana on because that's how I met you. That's a beautiful performance. That's a beautiful performance. And now every time I hear it, I have to get into I don't have a glove, but I put it on. I'm like, mic check, 1 2 1 2. I do this whole thing. So that's my shit. So we'll play Dirty Diana. Is there a video? Do you have any music videos so that we can go ahead and get them ready and play the whole music videos?
Making music videos this month. I'm going to start next week, and then the week after, I'm going to make a Dirty Diana music video.
I just want to be on set, bro. I don't even want to be in it. I just want to be there when you do it, so I could be like, hit him with the motherfucking kit. I just want to be in the background. I want to be there. I'm just saying.
Okay.
All right. Thank you guys for tuning in to Loud as Fuck with the 7K. Thank you, Mike, for joining me today. It was super duper fun. I appreciate it every time you in the building, even when you're not in the building, as Throde would say. Tell them one more time where they can find any of your old projects like Dirty Diana and all of that stuff, and the release date of your new stuff.
Everywhere you can go to Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, datpiff.com. Everywhere that music is sold digitally, you can find me, and my name is Ninja Mike, and it's NinjaMik3. Don't space that out or you'll be lost. Don't forget the 3 instead of the E or you'll be lost. And it's all one word or you'll be lost. NinjaMik3.
If I didn't like him, if I did not like him, he would have got cussed out a long time ago about this name, because I used to have to make his flyers, and I would be like, I did that today too. Did I do it right? Did I do it right? You're like, I know it's not spaced. I know. But when you got like 9,000 rappers and they're like, all their superhero names are spelled differently, it get a little bit complicated. But he was always like, Ninja Mike, no space, no dot, no this, make a 3. I was like, this sounds like math. But
it's real simple. It's just Ninja Mike.
I appreciate it, because I'm the same way about my name. Don't spell it with no Y. There ain't no Y in K. I'm serious about this shit too. So I guess, I get it now.
Because you can Google my name, and if you misspell it, you'll get some like weird white dude picking his nose, and you'll be like, what is this?
It's a whole lot of ninjas in the jungle for no reason.
Right. Not even doing nothing.
Well, y'all can, he told you guys where you guys can find him. Thank you guys for tuning into my show. You can find my show on partyangelsradio.com, www.partyangelsradio.com. Angels with a Z, not with an S, not with a dot, not with a 3. Angels with a motherfucking Z. I'm 7K, signing out.
Yeah, we want to treat us like we second-tier talent or something, but we up, man. And we gonna keep grinding, and we gonna keep moving, and we gonna keep pushing till we get what we've been waiting on. Up squad. Man, I love this shit.